Thanks for taking a drive with me today, Sam. Welcome to Drive with Damian.
This is a pleasure, mate. What a beautiful automobile.
Sam, you are, I guess, how do I introduce you? You're fitness entrepreneur, amazing fitness expert. You're an ex-Bachelor contestant, father of girls, four girls. And the list goes on, so many amazing things. So obviously, I'm not here to talk about The Bachelor, but obviously that's where you were introduced to Australia as such, and from there you've done some really amazing things, including find the love of your life and have a beautiful family, am I right?
Yeah, it was definitely a life changer. It was nearly 10 years ago, which I can't believe how much my life has changed and how quickly that's all gone, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, the best thing that will always come out of it is that I got to meet Snez and Eve and fall in love, and we're now, we've got 3 more little girls, so yeah.
Well, you were really thrust onto the screen, so I mean, it's just amazing to see how you've taken that career and grown it, and the family, of course, as well. So you've got 3 other girls, and how old are they?
Harper's nearly 2, Charlie is 4, and Willow is 6. And Evie, who was 9 when we shot The Bachelor way back when, 2015, has now turned 18 and is no longer a little girl, that's for sure. She's a beautiful young woman.
The reason I chose this car for you today is it's sleek and powerful and iconic. Just like yourself, it was born in the 80s.
That's right. Well, I'll take the 80s one, that's undeniable, but the others are a nice compliment.
I know, we are driving a 1987 Ferrari 328 GTS. It is in Rosso Corsa, the famous Italian colour that we all know from this era. And it was really lovely of Dutton to actually give me the keys, so I do have to return it, unfortunately. I mean, these cars, they're so iconic from the 80s, and they're in so many movies and so forth. I mean, I reckon we're giving off full Magnum PI vibes today.
Yeah.
We're just missing the mustache, I think.
That's it, could have pulled the sleeves up and away we go.
I was watching a couple of clips of Magnum PI on YouTube, which I never really watched it, but it was actually an older version of this. It was a 308 that was in Magnum PI.
Yeah,
it's
right.
very similar. And, you know, of course, it was the perfect 80s hero car for TV, wasn't it?
Yeah, you can't grow a moustache like Tom Selleck, you probably shouldn't try.
So let's have a chat about a few of the fitness things you're up to. I recently was involved in Saw and Herald Sun. We had the Health of the Nation, which, how did that go? That's just wrapped up recently?
Yeah, wonderful initiative actually. It was something that we sort of put together with News Corp. They reached out and sort of said, look, we've got this fairly bold ambition to do a massive health campaign, sort of educating Australians a bit more on the state of their health, the state of our health collectively as a nation. And I think, which I was all for, but the thing that I stipulated was, I think the information's wonderful and education's important, but let's give them something tangible that can actually get them moving and get them eating better. And so we designed a whole new 8-week health club, it was called, and we had 40,000 Australians sign up to it in a week. And I've been working with them for the last 8 weeks, and the success stories and the responses and the feedback's been fantastic. It really, well, we hoped it would be a bit of a kickstarter for people, you know, a bit of a catalyst to get them up off the couch and get them moving, and, you know, a lot of umming and ahhing, and people that always have said for, you know, years if not decades, I need to do something about my health, and we've had a lot of people that have sort of said this was free, it was easy to access, it was easy to follow because it's not hardcore 60-minute workouts, and you don't need a lot of equipment, you don't need gym memberships, all that kind of thing. So yeah, we put together a really simple, all-inclusive program, and it's been wonderfully received. So yeah, really proud of it.
I'm great to hear that, because yeah, I put myself forward for an interview with that, and they interviewed the family about it.
Yeah.
I just got so many bad habits over COVID. mainly with eating and drinking.
Yeah, and drinking alcohol was a really big one. Just, you know, it's 4 o'clock and you're working from home and you crack a beer. When are you doing that if you're in the office every day? It's just not happening. Yeah.
So yeah, anyway, I was really happy to be involved because I sort of started the year off, or finished last year off, in the same frame of mind. I'm like, I've got to do something. You know, I put over weight on over COVID and just wasn't active. And yeah, I got to say that did motivate me to get cracking. Because I don't know if you can, but I have never been one to love exercise. And that probably shows in my look.
What most people don't, and I think that's a bit of a no matter. It's not about worrying about where you're at. It's about getting the right habits to get yourself heading in the right direction. I think we all want to do it in 2 weeks. We all want to, you know, compare ourselves to others and be a bit hard on ourselves. You know, like the majority is most people, literally, you know, it's more than half, are not taking care of themselves. But beating yourself up about it, or worrying about how good that person looks, or how, you know, getting frustrated that you're not in the shape you were 10, 15 years ago doesn't tend to do you any good. So I'm all about small steps, getting yourself going, not trying to turn your world upside down, but there is a real COVID hangover, you know, and I think just taking the pressure off yourself and getting yourself moving a bit more and eating a bit better, and it's good to hear that you're taking those steps. You should be proud of yourself.
Well, we've just come through Easter.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, Easter's probably the worst, and I think
it is a bit of a tough time.
I had the...
You know, you should eat a few
chocolates and not
die over it. I think you shouldn't deprive yourself of all of these.
We found that this Easter, because I think we had the healthiest Easter we've ever had.
Oh, good.
But that was, you know, self-imposed, but I didn't feel like we missed out on anything. But the main thing was we had the chocolates out, did all the chocolate things, and the kids got all the eggs and all that sort of thing. Had our splurge, and then I said, all right, let's put these away, because the problem is they linger around for months, sitting on your buffet or sitting in the kitchen, a bowl out here, and
the little Cadbury eggs, it's death by 1,000 cuts. I'm a shocker. Every ad break, the footy's on, you're getting up, I'm relentless.
It's beautiful.
just stunning. What a beautiful engine note, hey?
Yeah.
And we're not even going fast. I think we were doing about 70 then, or 80, but
Kick from second.
beautiful sound. There's so many quirks with this car, like being an 80s Italian car. You know, luckily it's a beautiful day because we can take this target top off, because I reckon you and I would struggle.
Not much clearance.
There's three of my favourite things in this car. Number one is this gated metal shifter, which just gives the most satisfying clunk as you go from gear to gear. And it's got that metallic, satisfying noise. It's just so good. I love it. And the second thing is, how good is that horn?
You're beeping at someone. Mate, it's brilliant.
I was going to say, my third favourite thing in this car is you could not have an 80s sports car without, check this out, pop-up headlights. And look at that, it just gave us a wink as well. How cool is that? I don't know why. It's so sad the pop-up headlights has disappeared, because I reckon they're just the best. Tell us about 28 and how it works. How's the program work?
So it's my online fitness and nutrition program, and you can do it all from home. So, you know, when we first launched 28, 8.5 years ago, there was only 2 online programs, I think, in Australia, and both of them wonderful, but quite intense. And my experience being a personal trainer at that stage for 15 years was that people get the best results when it's a progress, not perfection attitude. But for beginners, which is where my passion lies, too much. It's not sustainable, it's not realistic. So when I created 28, it was 28 stands for all the workouts are 28 minutes or less, and we work in 28-day blocks to set a goal, to achieve that goal, to reward yourself, and then to go again. And I mean, never in my wildest dreams, Damien, did I think it would be as successful as it was.
When did you launch it now?
We launched on the 1st of Feb 2016, and I created a website. It was all web-based. We didn't even have an app back then. And I'd check in every day with my daily videos. I still do that every couple of days. And we had 5,000 people sign up in the first 2 months. And I was just, honestly, like even today, it gives me goosebumps talking about it because it just blew me away. And it's amazing how popular my program has been with mums.
Right.
You know, women at home who either are intimidated by going to the gym or a bit overwhelmed by it all, which is lots of people,
Yep.
or they have had kids and going to the gym when you've got kids at home is just too hard. So the fact they can roll out the mat and get out some dumbbells and do a workout in less than half an hour while their kids are sleeping or at school or whatever it is. Yeah.
Well, as I pull up and put it into neutral, thanks for taking a drive with me today, Sam.
Thanks, mate.
It has been a pleasure. Thank you. I hope you've enjoyed the drive with me. And
I have. I have. It's not every day you get to drive in something so beautiful.
It's not. And as I said, unfortunately, I have to go back to Dutton and hand the keys back. But
Cheers,
all right,
mate. Thanks
I'll
for
drop
having
you home.
Sounds good.